Hello everyone, hope you are doing good. My name is Arman. Welcome back to my channel. So guys, today in this video I am going to discuss with you about the essay writing. In my previous video I have discussed with you about the essay writing. I have given you all the details about the essay writing. So similarly today I am going to discuss with you about the essay writing. So if you haven't watched that essay writing video, please go and watch that video. That is really helpful for your exam preparation point of view. Right. So it's been really long since I made the video because guys I'm really not able to make the time because I am having online classes, so it's really hectic schedule that I have. So however today somehow I managed to take out some time. So today I'll teach you about the essay writing. Okay, so essay writing. Essay writing. Okay. So guys, the first thing that we generally know, like our general understanding about essay writing is that essay writing comprises of three things, right? Like introduction, in intro then comes a discussion, introduction, discussion, then comes conclusion, right? Conclusion. Okay, so this is the general format of the essay writing. And we all know that this is how we generally write the essays. In our school days we used to write essays in this manner, right? So but essay is not only, when it's come to the competitive exams, so essay is not only about introduction, discussion and conclusion. It is much more than that. Okay, so in the school days what happens, like we actually our focus is on like how we can increase the papers. So how the amount of paper we have, the amount of marks we are getting. So this is not how in the case of the competitive exam essay writing. So it is little different. So let's look at it one by one, that what is the difference and how we can make it a good essay so that examiner can give you a good marks. Alright guys, so today I'll tell you, let's understand first. So essay writing is not only confined to the introduction, discussion and all that. So first thing that you need to know is that, so essay writing, the examiner essay writing is nothing but the way you convey the narrative. So you are giving the narrative. Okay, I hope that you people are familiar with the term narrative. Nowadays the narratives are big. The word narrative has got so much popularity. If you open a news channel, everywhere you'll find some narratives. So how you narrate the thing, that is important. Okay, so the examiner, the first thing the examiner want to know that how you create the flow of the sentences. Okay, so that is number one thing. So how you narrate, how you narrate, that is important. Number two thing is that the examiner is checking your communication skill. Okay, communication. The examiner checking is your communication skill. So what is communication skill? Communication skill is not confined to the how we talk. It's not about the verbal communication also. So it also extends to the writing ability. Okay. So basically the communication skill here, it means the writing ability, the how you write the thing. Suppose if you are good in communication, that means you are good in writing as well, because like the person who has the lots and lots of vocabulary is the one who knows how to make the things beautiful, how to catch the catch the eyes of the the second person. So that person will know that if I write this way, then definitely the examiner will get attracted to my sentences or attracted to my essays. So this is the second thing, communication skill. So first thing is narrative, how you narrate the thing. Number two, how you communicate. Like it should be like a communication, like you are conveying certain messages to the examiner. The examiner has to feel connected with your sentences. If the examiner is not connected, is not able to connect the thing that you are trying to convey, then that will be a loss to you. So number two is that communication skill. Okay, and number three, your writing ability. Writing ability. So one thing that you need to keep in mind about regarding this topic is that you have to know that you have to see the question paper very nicely, very carefully. Like if there is any kind of word limit is given, then you have to confine your whatever the thought process you have within a short, within that within that limitation of the word. So the writing ability here, it means that how you write the thing. Okay, the examiner wants to check your ability. suppose like what happens, like suppose say for example CRPC topic is like, suppose the CRPC topic is given, okay. So in the CRPC we know that like this is the provision and this is how it is done, so we know that thing very well, so we can write about the thing very well, very nicely, okay. But suppose the examiner has given you the topic like child labor, okay, write a essay on the child labor. So it is a child labor is a really vague thing, okay, like it is child labor about the India or it is child labor in the entire globally, so it is a really vague thing. So in that case, how we confine our thought process within the limit, and how we write so within that limited area. Suppose we are talking about the Assam only, okay. So suppose it is a child labor thing, then suppose in regarding the child labor thing, what we can do that, let's like the child labor is happening all around the world. Specifically, if you are talking about the Assam, then in that way you can confine your essay, okay. Otherwise it is a general topic, like child labor is happening all over the world, okay. So it is a menace, right? It is menace to the humanity, it is a menace to the children. So this is the thing, this is the third thing, okay. Then so basically basically under narration, I mean they want to check your thought process, okay, how you capture the thing, how you analyze the thing, like what kind of ability you have, like what kind of thought process, what kind of mindset you have, that the examiner want to check, okay. So here, like suppose the topic is given like write about the government of India, okay. Suppose this is the topic. So if you are talking, let's suppose if you are left wing person, if you are a right wing person, so if you are only writing the good things about the government, you are not writing the bad things about the government, or only you are only talking about the demerits of the government. So in that case, you have not, you can think like, you can say that like the essay is not complete, okay. You will not get the good marks out of that, because you are just only providing a one particular thought process, okay. So you cannot be like that. So you have to think from both the side, from both the point of view. So you should always take the middle way, so that you write good things and bad things equally, and your analysis in between, in the conclusion part, okay. So this is how you can write, okay. So let's look at it in more detail about it. So what is the essential of essay writing? Now I am going to discuss essentials, okay. So essentials, so in exam, like there is a 20 marks questions comes from the the essay writing contains 20 marks, okay. So it is a really important topic, so please practice, okay. Buy the book where you can practice, and go to the previous question papers and read the articles, read you can say editorials, okay. So then so essentials, so first thing that you need to read is the brevity, okay. Brevity, you need to master the art of brevity. Brevity means clarity, okay. You always have to provide the clarity. You cannot just you're writing, you're discussing about something and giving the example of something else, so that is not the clarity, okay. So you always learn the art of brevity, that is you always provide the clarity, okay. So this is the number one essential, and number two essential is that specific, okay. Be specific. So be specific, okay. You have to be specific to the topic, okay. Suppose the topic is given like women empowerment kind of, so in that case we have to be very focused on that thing only. We just cannot say about the women, so it's a really vague thing, right? For example, so you are talking about the women empowerment, so in that case, suppose like you are talking about the girl child also, if you are talking about the married women also, you are talking about the harassment to the women in the workplace. So if you are just talking about all the things, then it will be like a hodgepodge, right? So in order to avoid that situation, you have to be specific to the particular topic, okay. Suppose if you are talking about the girls from 1 to 14 years, so you have to confine within this topic, within this age group only. You cannot just go beyond and still coming here and there, okay. So that will just create a nuisance in your essay. So that's why be specific within the particular time, okay. Then number three essential is that don't beat around the bush, okay. Don't beat about the bush. don't beat about the bush. So it means that, like, do not just repeat the sentence you have spoken, the sentence you have written already. Do not just repeat the sentence again and again. Okay, that will amount to the disrespect to the teacher. Okay, disrespect to the examiner. They don't, like, suppose generally we has to, I will remember, right, the way how we used to write in schools. We used to write the things again and again, right? So do not do that. So repetition, just avoid. Okay, so don't beat around the bush. This is the thing. Okay, suppose around the bush, this is the bush and this is the main thing. We are not only talking about the side by side things, and we are not going to main to the point, or say we are only talking about this, we are not talking about this. This should not be happened. Okay, so we have to be, we should provide the to the point thing. Okay, we should provide the to the point. And number 4 essential is that so avoid long sentences. Okay, so here it means that, like, generally we lawyers write the things, suppose, and there is a one single sentence that comprising of 4 or 5 lines. Okay, so do not do that. That will just, that is not the way of writing the essay. Okay, so try to keep it short and simple. Okay, so try to write the thing very short. Suppose your sentence within a 1 line or 2 line, it is finished. Okay, so keep it like that. Okay, do not elongate the sentence. Okay, do not elongate. And this is number 5. And now number 5 essential is that, yeah, it's really important. Okay, read. Okay, read books, read articles, read journals, read newspapers, news editorials. Read. Okay, as much as you read, that much you will be able to excel in the essay writing. Okay, like if you listen to the newspapers, if you talk, then that will only developing our talking skill. Okay, but that is not developing our writing skill. So in order to improve your writing skill, what you need to do, you have to read. As much as you read, your ability to write will that much increase. Okay, so this is the number 5 essential. Okay, so now what do you need to do before writing the essay, before going to write essays? Okay, so that now we are going to discuss that thing. So first thing that you need to do before you jump into the topic is that, suppose the topic is given to you, like let's suppose it is about water pollution. Okay, it is about the water pollution. Okay, the topic is water pollution. So do not just start writing about the water pollution. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is to think. Okay, the first thing that you need to do is to think. You have to think within a 2-3 minutes about the about the thing. What do you know about it? Okay, what do you know about it? So try to brainstorm the thing first. This is the first essential. You have to think about the topic, and every information that you recall at that point of time. So that is number 2 thing. Okay, jot it down. Okay, write them down in the question paper. I am not talking about writing the essays from here itself. Okay, just writing the point. Suppose water pollution, for example. Now your mind is coming, like, suppose your mind is talking about the Yamuna river pollution or Ganga river pollution. Okay, these things are like, it is coming in your mind. Okay, so in that case, this is a one point. Okay, Ganga, Yamuna, all that thing, or say some kind of diseases creating out of the water pollution and the sources of the water pollution, everything. So source. Okay, source. So this could be one topic. Okay, so try to write them down in your question paper itself. Okay, so that you can when you are going to write the thing exactly, so at that time you can recall the things from here. Okay, so number 1 thing, recall. And once you recall, think, and whatever your thought process says at the point of time, write them down. Okay, write them down separately. Okay, then, and suppose you have, like, it means that try to find the keyword. Okay, suppose you have found total 11 keywords. Okay, so within that you have to segregate which are important and which are not. So you have to find out the important points first. So in that way you can beautify your essays. Okay, so number 3 thing is that, So number 3 thing is that say Ganga, Yamuna, all these river and sources of the water pollution. For example, you are started giving them examples of the water pollution initially itself, okay, and you are talking about the sources at the last portion of his what's say essay, at the last portion of his essay. So in that way, it doesn't look good, okay. So in order to beautify your things, you have to create the flow, right? You have to create the flow. First of all, you will discuss what is water pollution, then you will say the sources of water pollution, then you will go to the examples of the water pollution, and then you will go to the causes, like consequences of the water pollution, and then you go to the measures which can be taken in order to remedy the water pollution. So in that way we have to frame the thing. So that's why, so in the third time you should arrange, okay, you should arrange the thing, okay. Arrange whatever the sources, whatever the keywords, whatever the important points that you have figured out. So arrange that thing, okay. So after arranging, so your preparation is complete, you can say partially it is complete now, okay. And now what you can do, I'll tell you. And one more thing that you need to keep in mind while writing. Suppose the topic is very simple, okay. The topic is very simple, where you have so many facts and information that you have in your mind. So that doesn't mean you will just vomit it out everything whatever you have, okay. So try to be specific, try to make it short. I mean, not short in the sense, I'm not saying that suppose it is talking about the 500 word, you will write 250 word. I'm not saying that, okay. So try to make it like crisp, brevity, clarity, okay. And now we'll look at how to write, okay. So first thing that I have already told you, that you need to have the clarity in mind about the topic that you are going to write, okay. Suppose the topic that is given in the exam, you do not have any idea about it, so you cannot skip that, right? You have to write something or the other. So try to find out at least what you can recall about that topic at that point of time. So this is the number 1 thing. You need to have your own viewpoint also, okay. You need to know that like you need to have, suppose the topic is given the government of India, so you have to have your own personal opinion, okay. So you have to give that thing in your essay also, okay. Then number 2 point is that draw an outline about the main points of the topic in mind, or write them in question paper which you can use while writing, as I have told you already, okay. Suppose whatever the keywords, whatever the important topic, or whatever the things that you have gathered while brainstorming, so try to outline a little bit about it, okay. Then comes number 3, that on each point make the paragraph. I mean, like suppose in the water pollution case, okay, topic is water pollution. So this is first we'll say what is water pollution, why it is happening, okay, and sources, then comes examples, consequences, then comes like solution, all that, okay. Suppose these things you can recall at that point of time, okay, and it is not arranged. So now try to give it a separate paragraph, okay. And try to have a small paragraph. As much as paragraph you can maintain, your essay looks that much better, okay. So try to give a small paragraph. Suppose you are talking about the what is water pollution, your 1 paragraph, this is 2nd paragraph, 3rd paragraph, so in that way, okay. So try to divide your thought, or say your examples or everything into a separate paragraph. That will help, okay. So then next thing that you can do, try to make interesting introduction and conclusion, okay. Introduction and conclusion is really important, okay. If your introduction is not interesting at all, then maybe like you might not get the good marks, no matter how much you have written nicely in the discussion, okay. So writing nicely in the introduction is really important, and you can start your introduction with a quotation or with any word, okay, with any sentences, like any good sentences said by some good persons, okay. So that is one thing. Then comes, suppose the thing that is asked in your exam, the topic, you do not have any idea about it. Okay, so in that case, do not just add by your own any irrelevant thing just to make your essay lengthy. Okay, do not just do that. Okay, that will be disrespect to the examiner. Okay, then comes like the language. Okay, so the language of the essay, so whatever the things that you are going to write, try to make it simple. Okay, make it simple. I'm not saying that you do not have to use any kind of good words. No, not like that. So try to write really good things, like good words like benevolent, generosity, all this kind of words. Okay, then comes if there is any word limit, then you have to keep in mind that within that word limit you have to finish your thing. So all that. Okay, so now we will see content, structure and style of writing. This is the main thing. Okay, content. So the main thing, content that will go under discussion part. Okay, content, style of writing, content, style of writing. Then comes structuring. This is the main thing. Okay, suppose if you do not know, if you do not have any content only, so that will not amount to good essay. Okay, that will not lead to the good essay. And if you do not have the good style of writing, that is also not good. So if you do not have the proper structuring, that is also not good. As I told you that you are talking about the sources first, then you are discussing about what is the water pollution. So that is not a good structuring. Okay, so you have to have a very good structure here. All the sentences, all the examples, everything has to be properly framed and given nicely. Okay, so that's the thing here. And now I'll tell you that what you can include in the introduction. Okay, now what to write in the introduction. So first, that is introduction, is not it? So introduction. So what will you write in the introduction? So under introduction, you have to write that like what is the thing first of all. Suppose the topic is water pollution, so you can discuss about the what. Okay, what. Okay, what. Okay, then and on the discussion part. Okay, and one more thing, that in the introduction only you like your introduction should be should contain the thing that you are going to discuss in this part. Okay, 3 part, right? Conclusion is the last part. So what are you going to write in the discussion? You have to give a brief outline in the introduction itself. Okay, so that examiner can understand, okay, these things I am going to get in the discussion. Okay, so this is so that is the what and the briefing about the discussion in the introduction, that is important. Okay, and number 2, in the discussion part, what will you do? You can write about you would obviously write what is the thing in very briefly, because you have already explained the thing in the introduction, and here you will give the explanation to that thing, examples, and you will also write merits, demerits, if there is any kind of solution to it, what can you do, what is your opinion on that thing. So everything you will cover within the discussion part. Okay, and say what is the reality, what is the future perspective about the thing. So that everything you have to cover within the discussion part only. Okay, then comes conclusion. So in the conclusion, try to write the thing that you have discussed in the discussion only, the conclusion. So in the conclusion, we can say that these things has been, if we do that, then water pollution can be reduced, everything, in that way you should conclude. Try to give it a very beautiful conclusion to your thing. Okay, just do not just keep your things unsettled. Okay, try to summarize, try to complete the thing. So conclusion is a completion. So in the conclusion, write the things that you have discussed already in the introduction and the discussion part, and in the conclusion write them very briefly and with your own opinion. Okay, so that should be in your conclusion. Okay, so alright guys, this is the end of this video. I hope you have found this video helpful. If it helped you, then please give it a thumbs up, and do let me know in the comment section, and do subscribe to my channel if you haven't subscribed yet, and do share this video. I'll see you in the next video. Till then, take care of yourself, study hard. Okay, bye bye.